Welcome to Exam Bites, where we explore critical topics related to consumer protection and online ethics. Today, we're shedding light on dark patterns and the recent government guidelines aimed at preventing and regulating them. To begin, let's understand what dark patterns are. Dark patterns are deceptive design techniques used in user interfaces to manipulate or deceive users into taking specific actions or making particular choices online. These unethical practices exploit cognitive biases and behavioral tendencies to benefit the platform or business implementing them. How companies use dark patterns. Some of the world's largest tech companies employ dark patterns to their advantage. For instance, Amazon has faced criticism for its complex cancellation process for Amazon Prime subscriptions. YouTube, owned by Google, encourages users to sign up for premium services with disruptive pop-ups. LinkedIn users often receive unsolicited messages from influencers, making it challenging to disable this feature. What users stand to lose. Dark patterns can have significant consequences for users. They lack transparency, obscuring vital information and potentially leading to uninformed decisions. These practices limit user autonomy, coercing individuals into choices they may regret later. Privacy is also a concern, as dark patterns can manipulate users into sharing more data than intended. Finally, they often result in negative user experiences, eroding trust in platforms and brands. Government action. In response to the growing issue of dark patterns, the Department of Consumer Affairs, DCA, conducted consultations and formed a task force in 2023. This led to the creation of draft guidelines for the prevention and regulation of dark patterns. Key highlights of the draft guidelines. Objective. The guidelines aim to identify and define dark patterns clearly. They empower the Ministry of Consumer Affairs to act against platforms employing these tactics under the Consumer Protection Act, 2019. Definition. Dark patterns are defined as deceptive design patterns using UI/UX interactions designed to mislead or trick users. They subvert consumer autonomy and may constitute misleading advertising, unfair trade practices, or violations of consumer rights. Applicability. Once notified, these guidelines will apply to all platforms systematically offering goods or services in India, including advertisers and sellers. Prohibitions. The guidelines propose prohibitions against engaging in dark patterns. 10 types of dark patterns. The document specifies 10 types of dark patterns, including false urgency, sneak into basket, and hidden costs. As we conclude, it's evident that dark patterns pose risks to consumers, ranging from a loss of autonomy to privacy concerns and negative user experiences. The government's move to draft guidelines to combat these practices demonstrates a commitment to safeguarding online consumers in India. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more informative discussions on consumer protection and ethical online practices in our upcoming episodes.